Steroids. What are steroids? Well, when you think of steroids, you think of stuff like sports, like Lance Armstrong, Barry Bonds, all those people. But did you know that steroids can actually be used for medical uses? And also, we decided to interview some people. So I decided to ask some people about what is steroids and what is their opinion on them. And I asked them some of them about their medical uses. And I was actually kind of surprised for what I came up with. What up, guys? This is Dante. And we're here to know about the steroids. And what do they do to people? You know? So I decided to come up with some questions. And, ask normal people about, the interviews. And some of the questions I came up with: do you think that steroids can be used for medical uses? If no, what then? Do you think that steroids should be illegal, in sports and stuff? And what is your opinion on steroids? Well, you'll be actually very surprised when you found out. You'll see from the underbelly. So, did you know that steroids can be used for medical uses?
Like what?
It can be used for helping diseases like cancer and stuff.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that.
And do you guys think that steroids should be illegal?
I guess it can be.
Like if it's for health reasons, yeah.
Yeah. All right. And lastly, what is your opinion on steroids?
Is this for school?
Yeah.
Okay, I can't say anything bad. No, makes you look like a fool.
Makes you look yoked.
All right. Hello. Can I ask you some questions?
Yeah.
It's about steroids. Would that be all right?
Yeah.
All right. So, did you know that steroids can be used for medical uses?
Oh, really?
Yeah. It can be used to help really big diseases like cancer and stuff like that. All right. Do you think that steroids should be illegal?
I do think they should.
Okay.
Because they're unhealthy, and if you're talking about sports and stuff, it's unfair, cheating, and yeah.
All right. That's good. Okay. So, what is your opinion on steroids?
I think they're bad because they're unhealthy again. They can cause tumors and many other things, and men can grow boobs and stuff like that.
Yes, there are some very negative side effects. So, in the past decade, there have been countless situations where steroids have been used in sports. Do you think that it's alright for the player to get what they deserve after using the steroids? Like they got a 30-day game suspension. Do you think that's alright?
No, I think they should have a longer suspension, because when other players aren't taking steroids and then there's some players that are, it's unfair. And one person can work just as hard as the person that's taking steroids, so that person should get suspended for a year.
Alright, thank you, sir, for your time.
Some of the questions that I came up with was, do you think that steroids should be used for medical uses? And if so, what then? Do you think that steroids could affect the body in many different ways? If so, what are the ways? Question is, do you think that steroids should be illegal? If no, also another question is, what is your opinion on steroids? And then another question is that there have been actual countless attempts, countless situations where a player in the sports had been accused of using steroids and they got a game suspension. Do you think that their suspension should be longer or shorter? Also, another question: did you know that steroids can cause mental problems? That's right. That's true. And all be revealed on the underside of steroids. All right. Hello, kind sir. What's your name?
My name's Ethan.
Cool. Hello, Ethan. I'm going to ask you a few questions about steroids. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Go for it.
All right. So, what is your opinion on steroids?
Well, I mean, to be honest, I think steroids suck.
Yeah, how come?
Because I feel like it's an unfair advantage for some people to use them and some people to not.
Yeah, I understand that. And also, do you think that steroids should be illegal in sports or not?
Yes. I don't think they should be used at all.
Okay, fine.
Because, yeah, same reason. It's just unfair.
And also, lastly, in the past decade, there have been like countless attempts. People in sports, got like a 30-game suspension for using steroids. Do you think that punishment was too lightly or too hard?
Well, I definitely don't think it's too harsh, but it could have been worse for them. I feel like for the player, it's pretty easy. I mean, it's only 30 games.
Yeah, it's only 30 games. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Hello, sir.
Hello, man.
All right, so do you mind if I ask you some questions? It's about steroids.
No, don't mind.
All right. So, do you think that steroids should be illegal?
Depends where it is used.
All right. And what is your opinion on steroids?
I mean, I think like the majority of people say, I think they're unhealthy, and because they do cause a lot of symptoms like heart failure and a lot of other things too. But I think when it's necessary, I guess like in cancers, or such, there's some things like that. I think it's needed. But
So, in the past decade, there have been countless situations where steroids have been used in sports, and the player got like a 30-game suspension. Do you think that's fair for the player?
No, I think that's kind of a light punishment. I think it should be a little more. But like I said, it's really unhealthy to use steroids. So.
All right. And also, lastly, did you know that steroids can cause actual mental problems?
I did not know that.
Yeah, some of the mental problems can be like, you heard of the fourth grade and stuff.
But yeah, okay.
Yeah. So like stuff like that, and it's really bad for the body. And yeah, so thank you, sir, for your time.
Thank you.
All right. What's your name? Hello, Lauren. I wanted to ask you a few questions about steroids. Would that be all right? All right. Did you know that steroids can be used for medical uses?
For what?
For medical uses.
Okay, I didn't know that.
All right, and some of the uses are for like cancer and stuff. Also, do you think that steroids should be illegal?
Illegal?
Yeah.
If they're the illegal ones.
All right.
Wait.
We can cut this part out if you want.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Are you
All right, and then lastly, what is your opinion on steroids?
Don't act surprised. I think that people use them to make themselves look stronger.
All right.
I think it works. They're not safe.
All right. Thank you for your time.
When I'm stressed out again, I use
All right. So, hello, Rich. Hello. I'm gonna ask you a few questions about steroids. Okay. All right. Do you think that steroids should be illegal?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And what is your opinion on
They're not the fairest way to build muscle, and they're a drug overall, so I don't think they should be allowed.
And also, in the past decade, there have been countless accounts where, like players use steroids. Do you think that the punishment was fair, or no? Because they got a game suspension.
I think it was fair, but they should have been banned longer, maybe.
Yeah. And all right. So, did you know that steroids can be used for medical uses?
Yes, I knew that.
All right. And then for what then?
For what?
Yeah.
Like someone's a lot of pain. Don't they feed them steroids to cool down that pain because it's like really strong?
Yeah.
So say like you're like a bunch of pain and they've taken Advil, it doesn't work, so they give you like these type of steroids.
Go to class. You guys are late.
Do you think that steroids are illegal?
What's your class?
Are illegal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And lastly, what is your opinion on steroids?
I think for medical reasons they should be used, but for like athletic reasons to get stronger, I don't think they should be used at all.
All right. Thank you for your time. Hello, kind sir. What is your name?
Jishan.
All right. Jay Sean, I'm going to ask you a few questions about steroids.
All right.
All right. So, do you think that steroids should be illegal?
Yes, because that's cheating, and cheating is unfair.
Yes. Okay. Good point. What is your opinion on steroids?
My opinion on steroids is that they're bad, and they shouldn't be allowed.
All right. And last question. In the past decade, there have been countless attempts or times where people in sports have been caught using steroids, and they got like a 30-game suspension. Do you think that punishment was too easy or not hard enough?
I feel like that's an acceptable punishment. I feel like I would have done that.
All right. Thank you, Jay Sean, for that interview.
Got it.
All right. So, hello. I'm going to ask you a few questions about steroids.
Okay.
All right. So, do you think that steroids should be illegal? Like in sports and stuff like that?
Yes.
Okay, good point. Yeah, well,
Because I think it's kind of unfair when athletes use them to compete. Because some people will use them, others don't, and it's kind of unequal.
good point. Good point. And also, what is your opinion on steroids?
I guess I mostly think they're unnatural. I don't know a lot about them.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, it's okay. And did you also know that steroids can be used for medical uses as well?
Oh, no, I didn't know.
Yeah, they can help diseases like cancer and stuff like that.
Oh.
It's pretty good. And sometimes rashes and stuff. So yeah, that was basically it. So
Okay.
thank you for your time.
Oh,
All right. Hello, Miss Jensen. Hello. I want to ask you some questions on steroids.
Okay.
All right. Do you think that steroids should be illegal?
No,
And how come?
because I feel like everyone uses them anyways, so why not just make them legal and regulate them? Yes.
And also, what is your opinion on steroids?
Well, personally, I would not use them, but I guess if people want to use them, it's their own choice. I don't really care.
And also, did you know that steroids can be used for medical uses?
Really? No, I do actually. I just had to take steroids
Yeah.
to reduce inflammation in my neck because I have a sprained neck.
For your skin.
And they can help us.
And also, it can help with major diseases.
Really?
Yeah.
What do they do with it for cancer?
Like, they will have you take it, and it will help out
So kind of like while you're up.
kind of like each organ has, or the body part that she has, let's say the liver or something.
Okay.
And if you give that steroids, you can actually help it, the liver do like twice as much work.
That's cool. I didn't know that. For like cancer.
Yeah.
For my injury. That's cool.
Okay.
Any other questions?
Nope, that's it.
Alright. We're awesome.
All right. Now, for my documentary, I decided to actually ask a coach to what his opinion and stuff about steroids is. And I was actually quite surprised at what I found out. Turns out that he used to be actually a steroid user. All right. Hello, Coach Darren. Yes, sir. Can I ask you a question about steroids?
Yes, you may, sir.
One of the questions is, do you think that steroids should be allowed in sports?
Sure. No, just kidding. No, of course not. I mean, it's bad. I've known some people that have used steroids and have had some health issues in the past that are life-threatening. And I think unless it's under a doctor's care, that no one should take steroids.
Also, another question is, do you think that steroid use is okay when it's for certain medical uses?
Yes.
Okay. And also, would you ever consider yourself overusing steroids?
Yes. Because I was young and dumb.
And last question, are there any positives that you can result with steroids use in sports?
You get bigger and stronger pretty quick, but it's not worth the medical risk.
Alright, thank you, Patrick.
You bet.
Some of the ways that steroids can affect you is by physically, mentally, and and athletes in sports. So right now, did you know that steroids can actually be used for medical uses? And they can actually be used to treat cancer and other major diseases also. One major disease is cancer, and it can help it by you give the body part that has the disease or the disease of cancer, and you give it the drug, and it actually helps it out. So like it will make the body part more better and stronger than what it normally used to. Steroids can also have different effects on different genders of people. So like men and women have different effects. And one of the effects for the women is growing hair like on their face or in places that don't normally grow hair. And for men, it's the shrinking of the genitalia, which can be obviously bad. And also even age differences, like if you're younger, you can have more horrible, worse effects on steroids than if you were older. Alright, and also like steroids, heavy use of steroids can lead to also mental problems in the brain. One of the most common problems is known as roid rage, which means the drug plays with your emotions, the thing that triggers inside your brain. And it can cause it to lead to stuff that's not even, it makes you get like angrier easier and stuff that's not even like worth to get angry over. Alright guys, this is the end of the video. I hope by now you know not to use steroids because of all the information that I have provided. And apparently like even a coach used it and he didn't even like it. So I hope you guys learned a lot. And this is Dante Allen, class of 2015, signing out.